send me things. Shit, dog.
I am so sorry.
And we're on. Okay, you ain't even gonna understand what's going on today.
Up to the ring in the
So we're off to the races, right? Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Recap. And I'm sorry if I'm peeking your mics. I'm sorry if I'm screaming into them. I just can't help it. I have bad audio settings. Get over it. This is my coat. Ah! Literally?
Yeah.
Y'all trying to make me weep at the beginning of the stream? We haven't even talked about the main event. Well,
Thank
hi.
you, Cody, for the tier 1.
Like, I know it's Cody, but that was my first ever subscriber. Ever. And it's happening on a stream that means the genuine world to me. And am I gonna start crying? Don't even look at me. Like, I'm being very dramatic, but like honestly, that means a lot. That means so much. Stop it. Hey, yeah, stop it. What's happening? Stop it. I'm not doing this right now.
Close.
I'm not doing this right now. Stop. What is happening? Stop.
A hype train is starting.
There's a hype. Why is it buzzing still? I just wanted to talk about Trent being hot. Stop it! There's bits now. It's not funny. If
I received a thank you, Cody, for the gift subs.
I'm gonna shove my fingers into my eyeballs and out the back of my head. Why am I talking like this? That's not my... Okay, I have so many things to do. First and foremost, Yemen, 4 Studios, Cody, thank you for becoming a cowboy. Thanks for the spubby. Fucking stop. Fucking stop it. I can't do this right. Okay, so it's technically my first ever affiliate stream, although I was gonna save that for something else, but you guys, okay. Yemen, thank you for becoming a cowboy. Please enjoy all of the emoticons and the fun times that come with it whenever the emoticons come. Eventually there will be emoticons. I have to scroll back. And Mel is here! Okay, I have so many things. Literally. I have to scroll. There's... Yemen, thank you for the sub. Marbles, my favorite mod. Sorry. Marbles, my favorite mod. Thank you for the spubby. You're a cowboy. Enjoy the emoticons. Yemen gifted 2 tier 1 subs to Elisand and Metal18. Welcome to the Cowboys. Yaha. At this point, let me fucking get the hat out, y'all. Let me get the hat out. And we're gonna... Oh, I just shocked myself. My screen just fucked? What's happening?
What?
This is bad. What is happening?
Also, you said Marble's my favorite mod. He's gonna rub that in my face.
Okay, everybody stop. I have to get the cowboy hat. You don't understand what's happening right now. I dropped this. Okay, so I have a second monitor, right? And the second monitor is right over here, and that's like where my Discord is, where I can see... Okay, cowboy hat, yay. I have so many things to talk about. I haven't even thanked all of the new subscribers and the hype train and everything, and I'm crying, and Chris Statlander's back, mommy. Okay, so first and foremost, like, my earbuds shocked me, like, through my ear. Can you talk? Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. That's good. Okay, so literally stop it.
Thank you, Cody, for completing the hype train.
So I don't know what's wrong with my my monitor, but it's currently doing like static, like rainbow static. And that happened after my earphone shocked me through my mic, and I can't see anything on this stream. Luckily, it has not fucked up any of this part. There's so I have to fuck it. Is thank you for the 100 bits. This is my co-host Is. I love you. Yemen gifted.
Love you too.
Yemen gifted Is a tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Cowboys. Yaha. Marbles gifted Ruby a tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Spubby. Cowboys. Yeehaw. Holy fucking shit. There's so I can't even. Yemen gifted Mel a sub. Mel, welcome to the Cowboys. I love you so much. Mel, we have some tea to talk about too, because like our boys are friends.
Thank you, Marbles, for gifting the tier 1 sub to TRG Fan 101, sorry.
Thank you for that. Is Daisy, welcome to the Cowboys. Yaha, there's so much happening and I can't. Why are you trying to get to level 4? My
don't
thing
have any more
is still
bits.
broken.
I would, but I
don't know what's happening. Why is this broken?
Hold on, let me watch some ads. I can get bits.
Okay, this might fuck everything up. You're gonna have to work with me on this. Hold on. I know it says we're on Be Right Back, but you can still like hear what is happening.
Sure. I'm gonna look through my email and see if I have like one of the, because I'm part of the like survey group. So I'm gonna go look if I have one.
What am I fucking doing? Oh, hey, I fixed it. I just hit a bunch of buttons on my monitor and I fixed it. God bless. Can we get a yeehaw in the chat? Hoggertons.
Yeehaw!
Bird, please. All of the memes from my streams. We haven't even started talking about this episode of Dynamite, and genuinely, it's so much. And I don't even think that you understand. Like, I popped on this. What are you? Stop it.
240. Thank you, Yemen, for the 245 bits.
Hey, Yemen, thank you for the bitty babs. Thank you for dropping them bitty babs into the ether. I very much. Mel with the
Thank
46
you, Mel, for the
bits.
46 bits.
Says, I love you. Mel, thank you for the. Is my. What color? Oh, you know what? Don't pay attention to that. Thank you for the 46 bits. Thank you for throwing the bits into the ether. I haven't prepared things. Well, I have them prepared, but I'm not mentally ready because there's so much happening and there's so much yawing and there's keying and there's big titty man. We ain't even get to him yet. Multiple big titty mans. We'll know when we get there.
I forgot Cody had his face as an emote on Twitch. Cody.
Paseda Tocha says, hi, do you remember this day? Chilling for a bit before playing. I actually do remember that day. I was streaming from my best friend's house while dog sitting for her because she has better internet than I do. Thank you, Gina. I love you. Shout out to Gina one time. But I actually do remember that day, Pasay. I remember I got very anxious that day because I had more than like 3 people in my chat and I was like, holy shit, I have to read all these things. It's making me anxious. Any Pahoozers, welcome to Recap, the show in which I, a nutcase, review wrestling shows on Wednesdays and Fridays. God bless. And my co-host, which is this way now because you changed the thing. This is we love Is hype train success. Ah. What?
Level 2 success. I got a hype train emote.
Oh my god, I got one too. What does that mean? Level 2 completed? Colt Cabana, eat your heart out! Better streamer than Colt. Just kidding. Don't ever tell him I said that. I love him. He was actually on the show tonight. My hands hurt. There's so much happening. Oh my god. Choo-choo.
For context, chat, Liz joined I started the call. Liz joined and screamed for about 5 minutes, so we're in for a good time.
You know,
and I mean that lovingly and affectionately.
Ruby Marbles, you're both totally right. They finally asked Hall Yi today. I was asked Hall Yi today, and do you know what them peoples told me today? They said, and let there be of the people that you love. Okay, now listen, this ain't no make-believe. Welcome to Recap. I'm Liz. This is the co-host that has no idea what's going on, the co-host that has way too much of an idea what's going on. I am so sorry. They were driven to the ring by Trent's mom. Will, there's so much going on. Okay. Hey, what time is it?
It's time for the recap.
There you go. It's time for recap. I'm just going to keep this on. I don't really even care.
It's fitting that Cody's in chat, who used to say that so much during Pathfinder.
You know, one of the most important things that I think will help us get an idea of what's going on is when I joined this call, I said, I believe, and I quote, I have so much raw adrenaline in my veins, I get why people do coke. I feel like I'm on coke.
Correct.
Now, TOS, don't TOS me. No drugs, don't do drugs, eat your teeth. But like genuinely, the raw adrenaline within me, simply because of what has transpired today, y'all gotta believe that I'm on another, like, a plane of existence, dimension, higher of living. It's just true.
Liz does not endorse that, Cody.
Liz endorses, oh, not Coca-Cola,
yeah.
cocaine. Oh no, what's that song? Now I'm thinking, god damn it, Fire Ant is a bad motherfucker. Something about cocaine. Okay. Thank you, Dustin, for that song that's been stuck in my head for like 8 months. Fire Ant cocaine song. Cool. If you ain't know who Fire Ant is, you're not a part of the club. Thank you. Anyways, it's time for a recap. And tonight's show started with a big O banger with 2 big muscly men that the internet politely calls daddies, or zeddies if you will. We had Christian Cage fight Frankie Kazarian. Now listen, I personally love Christian so much. Like, I want to see my little boy. Christian is great. I'm so blessed. And Frankie was there. Frankie whipped his ass for like ever. So let me just read through. My notes are so fucked this week that I might just like read my notes verbatim, because this is what's happening.
I'll allow that.
I was allowing it to. I'm like, the man is a DILF. You can't. DILF. Dude, I'd like to friend.
Yes.
Oh, someone kick my ass, please. I'd rather that happen. I don't condone violence on this stream either.
You're affiliate now, you gotta be careful.
Oh, I do. It's so annoying. Welcome to Recap. So, this is going to be a running theme of tonight's episode, but the match starts with a lockup because Lamau, we are friends, loser buys the beers, because we're both baby faces and we're just going to kick the piss out of each other. Have a good time. Yeehaw. Cool, great. There's like wrist locks. Did I mention that this is Christian Cage fighting Frankie Kazarian? I feel like I did, but who knows what I've said in the last 19 minutes. I don't. Laughing. Wow, my own notes are making me laugh. I'm going to hell. This is such a chaotic.
This is slander, Marbles? Yes, I'm taking notes. Sorry, last week was emotionally traumatizing for me for a different reason, but yes, I'm taking notes. Yes, they're in light blue colored pencil because I couldn't
I
find a
guarantee
pen.
you'll get more
So,
questions right than Cody. Guarantee it.
I already did.
You're true.
But...
You did. This is true. You did get more questions last week, and you didn't even take notes. That's how big brain you are. Okay. There's some wrist locks, arm breakers, headlocks, all kinds of locks. No keys for some reason. Don't understand why that is. Chrissy. I say Chrissy. That's my nickname for Christian Cage. So if you wonder who Chrissy is, that is who Chrissy is. And if you wonder who Kaz is, that is Frankie Kazarian. I give all of the wrestlers I like nicknames, which is like almost all of them. Brain, go burr. Kaz push. Okay, so at one point, this was so goddamn funny. Christian was up like on top of the turnbuckle, just like kind of laying there, and then Kaz just like fully pushed his ass off of it, tumbling off of the ground onto the like mat outside, and I was like, and the face that Chrissy made after he got pushed over, like this man was so offended that Kaz would even think to like push him off. It was so funny to me. Like it said Kaz pushed his ass on the rope. I'm laughing. Like I was laughing. It was too funny. He was so upset. It was so good. I made a comment about Christian being so sweaty at this point when we're only like 2 minutes into the match. Someone help him. There's a swinging DDT for a pin and then a kick out. Everybody and their mama doing a swinging DDT. I am just saying that's also in my notes, which is not wrong. I can probably name like 5 people right now who do a swinging DDT. And I don't know, there's so everybody be doing one. And I'm not complaining. I like a good swinging DDT. It's just like, okay. Swinging DDT, standing on rope and man. What the fuck does that say? Swinging on rope and man, question mark. Swing around rope and do the disrespect slap. Oh, okay. So at one point, Christian is standing on Frankie Kazarian's back during this match, and this part was really cool. I really liked this part. I was like, hell yeah, you just do the disrespect, big boy. He was like standing on his back and then like pushing his neck into the ropes and then using the top ropes to like push up. So there was like lots of like band resistance on that. And we were basically just like choking this man for funsies. I thought it was great. I loved it.
For a laugh.
What a laugh. Like how quaint, how posh. Love that for us. And then he like kind of starts bouncing up and down. He did kind of start bouncing. Christian started like kind of bouncing up and down until he got off, jumped over the subscription. Oh, if only I knew the Youngtown subscription song from his streams. Maybe I'll learn that sometime. Mockalist. Listen, I ain't even know.
Macau.
You're my friend Andrew. Hi, Andrew. I just know you, Andrew. Hey, Andrew, thanks for the splubby. Congratulations on becoming a cowboy. Yaha! And I hope you enjoy your stay here with some nice appley fritter boys in the comments. And please enjoy all of the emoticons that come with it. There ain't any emoticons with it. You just wait. Okay, thank you. No, seriously, I love you. Hearts. Okay. There's the swinging rope. He jumps like over the rope, or Christian jumps over the rope and then does like the disrespect where like you just kind of like up in his face, like hit you in the face. Mean. I'm a meanie. Except he's not actually. We love it though. There's a diving European uppercut and an attempt on the kill switch that gets reversed. This happens a lot throughout the match. That's kind of a running thing. Like, I think that's the thing of this match is like Christian can't quite hit the kill switch because he knows it puts people out. And Frankie's just like, how about we don't do that? And I'm like, yes, great idea. How about we don't do that? Oh yeah, the kill switch at one point gets reversed into a crossface chicken wing, which is like this weird ass move where there's just like lots of limbs involved and lots of like back spinal hugging. And they showed it from like an aerial shot, and I'm like, if any other human being was watching this and had no idea we were watching wrestling in our family living room, they would probably think we were watching. Don't demonetize me. You get the idea. But he does the little chicken wingy thing, and he's like Kazarian's really locking it in on Christian. There is some dick kicking, like there is some cock kicking in this, and like no one just seems to care. Definitely got him. That's also weirdly a running theme for tonight, but just stick with me on that. Frankie, for some reason, helps Christian get to the rope, so he breaks it up, but like it's fine. I gotta start speeding this up. There are 15 segments in this show, and the main event's gonna take 10 years, and you already been know what's gonna happen. There's a surprise inside cradle. God bless it didn't work. Frankie does a big ass leg drop off of like the middle rope, and it's the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. Like that was a killer leg drop. Didn't put Chris away. However, I think Frankie goes back up to the top rope and brings Christian up there with him and actually hits his finishing move. I think it's his finishing move. The flux capacitor, which, by the way, dope ass name for a move. I love Back to the Future. Thank you, Kazarian, for calling it the flux capacitor. That does not put Christian away. Goes for another leg drops. We miss. We try a frog splash. That also manages to fuck up. And, you know, Frankie gets posted on the post. Yeah. And now we get the kill switch, and Christian wins his first ever wrestling singles match in 7 years after being forcibly retired. Very exciting, very great. Happy for him. It was a great opening match. I was like, I can't keep up with what's happening. There's so much happening. Very good. Our next segment is Darby. He's just being Darby. It's a black and white visionette. Black and white fishnets. A vignette. That was the word I was looking for. It's just a little black and white vignette. Yeah. It's just a little black and white vignette. Darby's running around. He's still hanging out with his dad, Sting, for some reason. I'm like, please get away from him. Stop. Just do something else to get away. That'd be cool. And it took me like a minute into the promo to even realize who he was talking about. Because for the first part of it, I thought that Darby was calling out Sting. And I was like, oh, but he's your dad. He's your dad from Omaha. What is happening? And then I realized, oh, he's talking about Matt Hardy. Okay, continue. You are allowed to trash Matt Hardy. Good for you. There's some fire. He's burning shit. That's all you need to know. Jade Cargill is speaking. It's just like another quick like promo package for Jade Cargill. And during this time, I was teaching my dad how to use Twitch, so I only got to pay attention to like the last 2 sentences she said, where she was like, I am that woman, I am that bitch. And you know what? Jade Cargill is correct. She is that bitch. I love her so much. Now, this is all my fault. This next segment, because I am a mean asshole, I named this segment Cody Rhodes Eats an Apple. Because do you remember? Let's do some audience participation. Do you remember who Apple Boy is from last week?
I have had a week.
Apple Boy.
I knew it last week, but I don't know it now.
You know what? That is okay. Apple Boy is also known as QT Marshall. He is Cody's friend. That's it. Well, we will get there. This segment was so melodramatic for no reason. We'll get there. Don't even worry about it. But I called this Cody Rhodes Eats an Apple because, like, he just ate this man alive. He was like, you don't get to win this match. I am Cody Rhodes. I'm laughing. Appleboy didn't even get an entrance. Like, they didn't even give this man an entrance, but they gave Cody his full entrance and his full pyro and his adrenaline. I don't know, something, Cody Rhodes. He gets that whole thing. And then around the ring, they have all of the Nightmare Collective? No. Nightmare Collective was the name of the thing from, like, Cult, and, like, I think Amazing Combos there. Nightmare Factory. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Daisy. Nightmare Factory. The Nightmare Factory all, like, standing around the ring. Yay, how cute. We love Austin Gunn. Cool. We love Austin Gunn and Lee Johnson. Let's go party. We. The match, all of these matches, this is why I mentioned that in the last match. All these goddamn matches start with lockups. Every single one of them. All these matches start with lockups. Like, when can we get a match that starts with a, like, just a fucking bombastic move right out the gate? And my, I put a little, like, asterisk below it for, like, an example, because one of my favorite match openings of all time is Miro grabbing a mic, and he grabs a mic and he gets it real close to his mouth, and he's like, because you're stupid, because you're ignorant, and because your mother never taught you any manners, and I'll never forgive you for that. And then Trent drop kicks him in the mouth. Like, that's my favorite match opening ever, is just, like, talking shit, drop kick to the face. And then, you know, that ended up being a very good match. Miro is an amazing wrestler, but, you know, we'll talk about him later. What if I just sang these whole things? Oh my god. Singing through the recap? No, that would make everyone click off. Yeehaw!
No, it would not. I would stay.
Frankly, how many times did I write this? Am I good? I love how I was like, all these matches start boring, and I think like 2 or 3 minutes into the match, I just wrote in my notes, frankly, I am bored, but hey, we're in picture-in-picture. No, I'm not going to be paying attention. And then my next note is an ad that says, my sub has bacon. You know the ad with like the 2 basketball players? And they're like, my sub has rings.
I know that ad.
My sub has basketball. My sub has basketball players. My sub has bacon. That's what I meant to say. Cody does a slam. Also, we're back. QT used rollout. It was ineffective. Like, he rolls out of the ring and it just does. And then we're just like, okay, we're standing here. That's fine. Get back in the ring. I want to see you get your ass whipped. Thank you. That's what I'm here for. Luckily, that is what happened. But the turn of events in which QT clocks old man Arn Anderson, who is the referee in this match, in the face. He clocks Arn, senior citizen of the Brainbusters, in the face. And I'm like, wow, we are just disrespecting old people tonight. And I'm not even to the, like, we'll get there when we get, that should be a catchphrase of this goddamn show. We get there when we get there. Because, but like, the nerds of the Nightmare
Factory,
thank you. Thank you for remembering that for me. I'm stepping on something. What am I stepping on?
Please don't be your cat.
A Walmart sack. Wow. Don't know why that was down there. He just clocks Arn Anderson, and then, so, a bunch of different people from the Nightmare Collective, and I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but all of the nerds that no one cares about from the Nightmare Factory all suddenly align with QT Marshall, and they're all wearing white, and they're like, we're gonna beat people up. And they throw Billy Gunn into like the fucking space, and they're like beating the shit out of his son Austin, and then like Cody's in the corner crying, and Dustin Rhodes is like, I don't know, somewhere being a blueberry, and it's a lot. The melodrama of this scene, I was like, bitch, welcome to the soap opera. Young and the Restless. Ooh, okay, here we go. It kicked off. The melodrama kicked off, and they were angry and throwing hands. They threw Shoddy Lee. They threw Lee Johnson in like a back body drop straight onto the stage, flat backed. nothing to protect him. And I'm like, how about we don't do that? I would like to see Lee Johnson alive next week because I love him. He's a great wrestler. Don't throw him like that, please. This is going to be something I say a lot during these streams, especially this one. In my notes, I put, and I quote, Dustin Rhodes executed live on TV via stairs and pile driver. This man was executed live on television because they brought some stairs up on the stage. This big burly man, I didn't even know who he is. I've never seen him before in my life. Someone else, it was probably QT. I was just in it for the melodrama. I was like, yes, explode. Crazy family. Can't believe this is happening. Ooh. And yeah, they just dropped Dustin Rhodes on his head, this old man, Dustin Rhodes, directly on his head. And I'm like, that can't be safe. But we do it anyways because it's fun. And then the nerds do more things. That's pretty cool. And they're trying to like end Cody Rhodes' life next in like the same way they did to his older brother Dustin. When our Lord and Savior, girl from heaven that we love, Red Velvet, comes out and she gets up in QT's face and she's like pleading with him, like, don't hurt this man, like, don't hurt my like teaching instructor, don't touch him. And like commentary are actually like putting her over, which I really appreciate. They're like, wow, she's the only one who had the balls out of all these people to go up to these like crazy people and tell them to stop. And I'm like, yeah, because she's Red Velvet and she's better than most people. Thank you. But Red Velvet for the save, and you know, the Nightmare nerds, they run away with the Apple Boy, who got, you know, juiced. Juiced. Red Velvet is gonna go so far. You are absolutely right, Mel. You are absolutely right. Okay, technically this happened after the thing that we're gonna talk about next, but I'm just gonna add it in here because it's like the same storyline. We cut to a quick backstage segment now that like Cody has been like wheeled away and Dustin's been wheeled away and all of the Nightmare Factory are like, you know, not in the ring anymore. Like they're okay, I guess. Like they're beat up, they're hurt. We do like a backstage thing where someone's asking like, Red Velvet, is everything okay? Do you know if everything's okay? And I think she gets like 2 words out before Jade Cargill comes storming in, screaming about how she is the bitch, and then beats Red Velvet to the ground because she's like, I'm not done yet, and I will like destroy you. And I'm like, yes, let's go. I want you two to fight forever, please. So good, so good. Next is a part that I particularly popped for. I got so goddamn excited. We get a promo package with our favorite boys, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, in which both of them are like, we are the faces of the revolution, and next week on Elevation, we're gonna kick the Sydals' asses. And no one is going to, and we are not going to wait in line anymore. And they are now a tag team. I win so hard. You don't even know. There are 2 winners in this world because of this tag team. And that would be me and Miss Mel in the chat. There are 2 people who win, and that is me and her, because Ethan and Scorpio are a team. I'm so excited for this. This better go somewhere. Like, how hot and sexy of them to be just like a tag team, right? Moving on. Next segment. Our next segment is Jon Moxley be speaking, because he be speaking, and he's just, you know, doing his Jon Moxley thing, like twitching and like grabbing his arm and like stretching. He's at one point he just starts like ripping his clothes off because he's like, oh, I'm hot and itchy because like these matches were awful and mean to me. I'm taking my clothes off. And he's also mad that his friend Eddie got hurt still, which frankly, at least he's a good enough friend to still be pissed about that a few weeks later, because some people just forget. But like, good for him for actually caring. Mox is like, don't touch my Eddie ever again. That ain't cool. Don't do that. And he's like, coming up next, I'm going to beat up this guy named Cesar Bononi. He's some fella. I ain't ever, like, if I saw this man on the street, I wouldn't know a thing. But I'm gonna, like, beat him up and kill him. And we were like, all right, Mox, go for it. And now he is wrestling Cesar. That is our next match. If you remember from last week, I believe Hangman fought Cesar Bononi in a winning effort because
Big Titty Hangman Adam Page.
Big Titty Hangman Adam Page wasn't on the show this week. I just
No,
he really wasn't. Now that I think about it, that's tragic. Actually, I just realized that he was not on the show. But yeah, he wrestled Cesar last week in a winning effort because we need a big honking boy for the Stars to beat up in a slight squash to look good. That's how we do. And this was just a pretty basic match, like Mox be shoving people in the face and Cesar is like shoving him back. There's like a leg screw thing. I don't know what to call it. It was just a thing. And then a single leg crab. We went to picture in picture, but I was too busy tweeting because at this time, everyone and their mother was tweeting me being like, it is your fault. You are the reason that the Nightmare Factory just fell apart because I made a tweet about how I named that section Cody Rhodes Eats an Apple because I was bullying Apple Boy on Twitter, and it is my reason that he, became unhinged and like killed an old man. Twitch, no old men were harmed in the making of this episode. Please. At this point, I think I just need like a little emoticon in the chat that just says TOS. We are not TOSing, please. Any Hoosers. We do some picture in picture. Wow, I don't pay attention when those happen. Sorry. That's my time to recuperate and make my brain stop screaming. But we come back from it with many a forearm from Mox, like in elbows and forearms, and he's just going the fuck in. He won't give up. He'll never surrender. Dr. Wiley taught him that. I ain't ever surrendered. He's just giving so many forearms to the big man. And, he's going in. He's getting it. At one point, he pins Cesar, but not for the 3 count because little old Nemeth. That's genuinely the only note that I have for this. Is it just, like, the note, look at it. It just says Nemeth. Nemeth. Little Ryan Nemeth is just like, I'm gonna cause problems on purpose. And then JD Drake also causes problems. But, haha, Lamau Nemeth gets paradigm shifted. The paradigm shift is Moxley's finishing move. That is important. The paradigm shift is important. He gets paradigm shifted. JD gets, like, shooed away by the ref. And, like, Mox is mad that he didn't just, like, win that match then and there, which, frankly, I get that wholeheartedly. So he's like, all right, I don't have time for this. Cesar goes for a pump handle slam that gets reversed into a submission that I don't remember the name of and don't, frankly, have the attention span or ability to care to go find out what it was. But it's, like, some important thing that Moxley does. He does some submission move and wins the match. Hooray, we knew Moxley was going to win anyways because, you know what he is?
Special.
Good at his job.
Oh.
That too. We love him. Next up, we have a Team Taz segment because, hooray. I say that as if it's disdainful.
We love the Adventure Zone.
We love the Adventure Zone. I like Team Taz. I think that they're neat. Taz makes me laugh every week on Dark. This man just does not care what he says on the internet. Good for him. And this whole segment is just Taz really trying to, like, convince, like, all of the people that he has collected for his stable that everything is fine. What if we just took a chill pill and calm down? We are friends. Team Taz is dandy and fine. And I'm like, that is absolutely the wrong thing to say to this group of a bunch of, like wrong answer. And then, like, naturally, Ricky Starks is just trying to start shit for no reason with Brian. He was like, I'm going to call out Brian, and Brian is just going to stand up looking like the fucking Wolverine and my brother-in-law and just be like, I heard you talking shit about me. And then Taz is like, how about we don't do that? We're great. Who betta? That's the end of the segment, just like last week's. Oh, this one's long. Okay. Welcome to MJF's gift for the pinnacle. Do you have any questions so far? Or do you have anything we need to go back to?
I'm
Is there
writing
anything you want to
down
hear more
everything. I'm looking forward to the main event.
I know you are.
Here.
Let's be real here. Also, I gotta hurry this up. I gotta hurry this up, girl. Ricky is that bitch at school, but you know what? He's a likable that bitch. I love Ricky Starks.
You ain't never wrong.
I ain't never like Ricky Starks will start shit, and like I'll be sitting on my side of the classroom, like, you know, I don't have the time or energy to even be a part of that, but like I'm gonna sit here with my popcorn and I'm gonna watch because I like watching this shit happen. I'm not technically enabling, but like, anyways. We have MJF's gift to the pinnacle. Whee! Do you remember the pinnacle from last week? Vaguely, at all?
No, because when I think of pinnacle, my mind thinks of panopticon, and that's a different thing entirely. So let's just remind me, please.
Can you tell me what that is?
It's like this design. It's weird. It's like this architecture thing.
I like architecture.
And also it's also related to the Magnus Archives in a very strong way, and I don't want to get off topic. Okay,
that's okay.
So the pinnacle.
Yeah, so we have the gift to the pinnacle. MJF is like, I have a gift for the pinnacle. Ta-da! And it's just a fucking nerd standing next to him. It's just a nerd. Like, legitimately, it's just this guy who is a personal stylist, and he's like, I'm gonna get you all fancy outfits. Yay! And I was like, hell yeah.
We love a makeover.
I like it. Like, legit makeover status.
We love a makeover montage.
We do. Unless it's like those makeover montages where it's like, we took the girl's glasses off and took her hair down. Now she's pretty. And I'm like, I don't understand what you mean by this.
Diaries?
Yeah, like that.
It's literally Princess Diaries.
Okay, also, although, see, this is the difference between me and you, because the first one I always think of, and frankly, this one is very warranted because you think of the Princess Diaries. I've never seen that movie. The one I always think of is that scene from Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, where they make Velma so fucking hot that I don't even know how to function, frankly. She's in a spandex suit and her hair is gorgeous, and I'm like, I should have learned something when I was a kid when I saw that. I didn't. I sure didn't. But anyways. He's like, this is our personal stylist. We also have an interior decorator for our, what is that word called? For our locker room that we, like, stole. And then, at one point, MJF, like, opens the door to the bathroom that is connected to their little, the word I just said that I forgot, locker room. He opens that door and just like all of Inner Circle are standing in there hosting up. Like they're literally doing that meme of that kid sitting on the sidewalk going, you know I had to do it to him. They are all standing there. Well, 4 out of the 5
When are they going to start singing the Halo theme? When do they start singing the Halo theme?
You know, they aren't band kids, so they didn't do that. But frankly, if they did, I probably would have laughed. But they're all standing there like hosting up, ready for like MJF to open the door, and you can literally see Max go. He closes the door. He's like, "Oh, I'm fucked," and then they push the door open, and yay, brawl time. Oh wait, no. He like Max closes the door and like he's like, "We gotta get out of here," and he tries to go to the front door, and he opens the front door, and yay, Jacobson Hagerman is there. Gross. And now the brawl takes place between the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle, and this brawl was actually like kind of fucked, like not fucked in a bad way, but like fucked in a like a wow, they tried to beat the shit out of each other. Good for you. I'm so proud. But yeah, it spills into the hallway. Lord of beatings. At one point, I think who is it? Sammy Guevara, he shuts Sean Spears in a door. Like Sean is laying on the floor and Sammy just like closes the door on him while he is in the middle of the door. Just casually, and we're like, I guess that this is happening. And Wardlow, big titty Wardlow, man could be climbed like a tree. gets like basically like thrown through a masseuse table by Jacobson Hagerman. And I'm like, first of all, that's disgusting, and I can't believe you would even do something like that. And second of all, you got like a masseuse table? Damn, at least those things are padded, so it didn't hurt as much. But like, all right, I'm impressed. You broke a thing that's not supposed to be broken. Cash Wheeler gets thrown into an ice bath outside, and I'm like, oh, he drowning. Oh no. I'm like, all right, bye-bye. Cash Wheeler is drowning. And then, remember earlier when I said there was a theme of old man assaulting in this thing? Dax Harwood is just beating the shit out of Tully Blanchard like an 81-year-old man. And I'm like, wow, y'all just hate old people, don't you? Y'all just hate old people for no reason on this show. Or wait, no, it's not. My bad. Dax is not beating the shit out of Tully. That would literally not make sense because they're on the same team. I think it was Santana. Oh no, was it Santana? I think it was Santana.
Is this gonna be on the test?
Maybe. I could also be wrong. It was either Santana or Ortiz who was beating up this old man. And then they were like clocking the shit out of Dax Harwood with like a table leg or something. And Dax is like profusely bleeding from the side of his head. And I'm just like, now this is happening. Okay. Now this next part made me personally laugh so hard because I have a personal connection with the very idea of this thing. It was Santana. Thank you, Mel. MJF gets a swirly. Like he gets his head dunked in the toilet, and I'm like, oh wow, now we're doing public drownings. First we do executions, and now we're doing public drownings. Excellent.
I don't know who this man is, but I'm sorry for this man.
I'm sorry for this man. And I'm laughing because this is a bit off topic, but this was many years ago, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, at I think Thanksgiving with my family. My brother was acting up. He was just acting up and being obnoxious. So my uncle straight up said, if you keep acting like that, I'm gonna give you a swirly in the toilet. And my whole family started chanting, swirly, swirly, because, you know, we're all evil. All of us are evil people. So we're like, swirly, swirly. And my brother, who's maybe like 10 years old, is like, please don't put my head in the toilet. I don't think his head actually went in the toilet, but God bless. Whenever I even think of that, I always think, swirly, swirly. Like me and all of my cousins just being like, yes, yeah, get him, get him, get him, get him. We're, like I said, not nice people. Welcome to the Midwest. We have corn and assholes. Take your pick. Okay. Yay, not yay, public drownings. Please don't TOS me. God. Like, God and God. Quoting that. Thank you. So, next, inside of the,
Please end.
Please. Inside of the, I think Fozzie Bandman throws Max head first into a Pepsi machine. And it's not even like one of the like soda machines like with the buttons. It's like one of those like fridges that have like the glass on the front and they say like Pepsi and they're like blue and rectangular. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yes.
He throws this little young man like head first into it. And I'm like, I guess we're shaving 10 years off of his already young life. I don't know why we're doing this, but bye, Max. Marbles. A little bit of drowning never hurt anybody. They're probably
Marbles,
fine.
I have questions.
Like, I'm concerned with your logic, Marbles, but also, like, what's up with that?
Who got thrown into a Pepsi machine?
Max got thrown into the Pepsi machine. MJF. Thrown, head first, by, Fozzie Bandman. And by this time, all of Inner Circle have come back to the locker room, and they're all standing around just, like, pouring champagne on this, like, toddler, and they're like, yeah, fuck him! And I'm like, sorry, I'm just here. Builds character. Oh, it's too funny. Anyways, shut up, Twitter. My very last note for this segment is I don't think I like face inner circle even still, because like at the end of the segment they like tear off the Pinnacle's little sign on the door, and they like put the inner circle sign back up, and they're like, this is my restaurant, but like again, and I'm like, okay, you got your locker room back, but I don't know, I just don't like them as I don't like them as faces. It just doesn't feel right. It's very uncanny and weird. But I guess it's happening. Nice burp, moron. Do you have any questions
No,
so
we can hear
far?
it. No, I'm just trying to take as many notes as I can.
Okay.
I'm probably still gonna fail at this.
You know what? I try to make the quizzes as easy as possible, and like, I'm sorry for stressing you out. Like, I can literally not do that. It's just for fun.
No, I want to do well. That's the thing, is my need to succeed right here. Not like anywhere else.
You know what, Daisy? That is a great question. How come there is never anything in those like fridges or freezers? Like on the show, on BTE, there's like barely anything ever in it. Like, I think during the Christmas episode, Frankie Kazarian is like, oh, cool, there's like a fucking half-eaten sandwich and like a cup full of jizz in here, and that's it. Thanks, guys, for leaving all the food. And then like other things happen. That's a great episode of BTE. Very off topic, my bad. Oh my god, this part, the Kenny Omega Matt Jackson agenda continues because we have another Young Bucks segment, and Matt is still mad about his ex-best friend. He's like, I literally can't believe that this is happening to me. And his brother's like, it's okay, you'll get over him, it'll pass. And then ugly ass thumb looking Don Callis shows his horrid face, and he's like, surprise, bitch, I'm here. And I'm like, I was so not excited to see you. Hi.
Surprise, bitch.
Oh, I don't have a
Can't see it.
weapon on me. I don't support weapon violence. Don't TOS me. Ah.
You can't even
What
see
can
it.
I even get? I have a spoon.
But it was Orange Cassidy, aka Liz. Yeah, looking like that. I just have that meme saved.
Wow, that meme that you showed me also happens to be from an episode of BTE. That's the episode, I think, where they try to murder Brandon Cutler, but they kill Colt Cabana instead, and then like Trent is covered in blood without a shirt, and he's screaming like, "Why aren't you murdered?" And then Orange is fucking eating cake. I think we talked about this last week, and now I'm just like repeating myself.
We kind of did, but I love that. I love
who cares? Who fucking cares? Fucking Don Callis is here, and he's ruining everything for me, and I wish I were not alive. Thank you, Don Callis.
It was Don Callis, and who else?
So Don Callis is there. Don Callis is Kenny's manager, Kenny Omega's manager. That is their relation. And then he is talking to Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. They are also the tag team champions. That is very important, but technically not important for right now, but they are the tag team champions. Swag. Hey, Brandon, want some cake? Yeah. Don just comes in swinging for no reason, and he's like, Nick, how about you leave? The adults are talking. And I'm like, this man has a wife and 2 kids. He is a grown adult. I don't know who you think that you're talking to. Like, yeah, he's Matt's younger brother, technically the middle brother, but like, you didn't have to disrespect Nicholas Jackson, the more talented young buck, like that. Damn, how insulting. Nick has 3 kids. Oh, yeah, you're right, he's the one with 3 kids. Matt has 2 kids. They all got kids. I got kids, I need this job. Don is just so obnoxious and rude. He's just like, Kenny liked you. Kenny was your friend, and you turned on him. You hurt his feelings. And we're like, yes, we know that. Hello. Ha. Captain decided to be cool and host my stream with one viewer. Hi, Captain. Welcome. Oh, I'm even to that part. Dawn straight up says to Matt, you broke his heart. And I'm like, the Kenny Matt agenda continues. Sorry for the mic. It's my apology. And I'm like, oh my God, it's continuing? I can't believe this. And like this whole time, just like Matt is standing there, not saying a word, as like Dawn rips into him and berates him for being the worst friend in the world. And then he's like, you broke his heart. And he's like calling Matt all of these wicked and evil names. Like he's like, you're evil, you're gross and disgusting. And then like Matt is just seething. You can just see him going, like he is so pissed. And then Dawn literally has the nerve, the gall and audacity to slap Matt the buck. Take a shot. He has the audacity to slap Matt Jackson in the face, and Matt's like, I can't believe you done this. Also, thank you, Captain, for the congratulations. It's been a very crazy stream as first time affiliate. Thank you. Also, if you don't know, Captain's quick plug. Captain's what is it called? Jackbox tournament is coming up in a few days. Please go be a part of it. Either you can be in it, you can watch it. It's gonna be so much fun. Fuck it. I think I'm gonna be there. I think I signed up to do it because you announced what games are gonna be on it, and I decided those aren't as terrifying as I thought they were gonna be. Because I thought you were gonna make me play like Blather Around, and I was like, cool, Danny's gonna murder me. That's gonna be fun. I can't wait to do that. But I also mean that in the nicest way because Danny is the best at Blather Around. Queen Danny. My notes went away. But go check out Captain's stream. Captain's thing is coming up. Captain is cool. Okay. Anyways, back to Matt being like verbally abused by a thumb. I literally couldn't even believe my eyes. I was like, Matt, how about you just take this man's head and forcefully shove it into the escalator behind you? Naturally, he did not. And he just stood there and let him take it. And I was like, how come you did? He called Matt pathetic. And I was like, this is bullying and rude. Like, our whole theme today was beating up old men. How come we couldn't beat up Don Callis? Where did the energy go? Where is the energy? I digress. Our next match, we actually have a match now, is Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid fighting the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. Oh my God. Okay, so for this one, I think for this match and then for the main event, I will just not even go into explanations for things. I will simply read my notes verbatim because I don't know what kind of a crack ship I was on, but here we go.
You weren't even there yet.
Genuinely, I wasn't even there yet. Thank you. I know Thumb Thumbs describes them for like the Thumb Thumbs from Spy Kids turned 20 years old like a few days ago. Don Callis is a Thumb Thumb from Spy Kids. This is just a correct answer. That's a horrible visual. I know. That's the point. Spy Kids turned 20 years old, Daisy. I know. It doesn't feel right, but it's true. My notes read as follows. Where TF your title, bitch? Oh, there it is. Is this a new theme? I hate it. Act like my ass is gonna watch this, actually. I don't have time. Laredo Kid doing some flips, very neat. Love him. Tagged a Doc? Question mark. Sure, I guess he floors Laredo. And what is the next one says, I wish your ass was interesting to listen to. I think I was talking about Don Callis on commentary. Great, now we have Carl. Kill me now. Thank fuck. Picture in picture again. I am
Please
so hungry.
End my damn ass.
Please end my damn ass shit ass life, genuinely. I actually have a picture for that. Maybe I'll pull it up in a second. The next one says, I am so hungry, Jesus Christ. I should go get a baked potato. Damn it, the match is back. I wrote that in my notes. Why? Unfortunately, Don Callis is here.
You're not
Everyone
you when
say
you're hungry.
thank you, Tony. Yeah, I'm not me when I'm hungry. In fact, I'm actually kind of hungry right now. I should probably go finish eating dinner because I never finished eating it because once the rest of the show happened, I couldn't even eat or think, or I was gonna be sick. Anyways, everyone say thank you, Tony, for being mean to Don Callis. What was that? I heard Tanahashi and looked up. There was a Casadora and a splash. Ray did a Senton Atomico. Very cool. There's like this triple team where like Ray gets triple teamed and then like Penta saves the pin. Where's the thing I'm thinking of the other one? I'm sure it's written in here somewhere. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You will literally never beat Ray, Carl. Don't even pretend. Hook, kick, and Canadian Destroyer. It's never a tag team match without a Canadian Destroyer. V-Trigger, but I think Laredo Kid kicked out. I also really wasn't paying attention. He also counters a one-winged angel. There is a Tope Suicida because we love Tope Suicidas. Penta does Penta things. Kenny hits a V-Trigger. Take a shot. Kenny hits a V-Trigger after dodging a Phoenix Splash, I believe on Laredo Kid. Or he does the V-Trigger on Laredo Kid after avoiding his Phoenix Splash. GG complete re. And oh wow, the one-winged angel and the match is over. Great. Wait, Battle Cry is back? This was not the ugly song that was playing before this match. Now, the most important thing about this segment is that it's over. The most important thing about this match is that it's over. But also, at the end, Jon Moxley comes out and he's like, I ain't finished with you yet. And he's just like kind of hosting up, doing his Jon Moxley thing. And then the Young Bucks come out. And I'm like, we're getting Jon Moxley and the Young Bucks. We're getting the John Bucks. We're getting the Mox Bucks. I'm so ready for this. I am so ready for this. They are going to get revenge on the fake Bullet Club that is not real and we do not condone or believe. Bucks, if you will. There you go. I need to drink water. The real theme of the night is that I won. I sure did. Thank you, Miz. Do you have any questions so far?
I do not.
Okay.
Because this is, I got notes.
You're like, I got notes. I don't even know what's happening. I'm just here. I forgot that I made your name card. I am so sorry. Because I am so sorry for what you're in for tonight. Driven to the
I knew what I was in. Driven to the ring in the van.
That was my Twitter bio for a while back in like January in like July or August of last year. It just said they were driven to the ring by Trent's mom, and like that honestly might still be my bio on Steam. I think it still is. I don't think I ever changed that one, but like they were driven to the ring by Trent's mom. Sorry, your mom is not as cool as Sue. I can't help that. Anyways, Britt Baker is speaking. Wow! And Reba is here. Cool. Britt really doesn't say all that much in the nice burp, idiot. Reba, I already said that. Just what the fuck is wrong with me? Ah! Stop, body. I'm trying to do a podcast. They're promoting Elevation, which is one of their shows that is on Monday on YouTube. So Britt Baker's like, Elevation is going to be so cool. Don't you love Elevation? And everyone's like, yeah, we love Elevation. Woo! That's so crazy. And then Britt starts talking about Rosa, like Thunder Rosa, and I'm like, please, for the love of God, leave Rosa alone. You two literally had a match of the year candidate And my favorite match of 2021, it still is, by the way. The Lights Out match will be my probably favorite match for a long time. Like my favorite 2021 match for a long time. But oh, think brain, go. I'm like, please leave Rosa alone. You settled your feud in that Lights Out match where you literally murdered each other until you like bled to death. Like, don't try to like drag up old shit. It's over. You lost, she won, you both got praise. Amazing women's match. Let's go. Stop bringing it up. And then she says something about maps. I wasn't really listening by the end. Next, on the docket, Nyla Rose and the Bunny fight Tai Conti and Hikaru Shida. And first and foremost, this is the first time I've ever seen the Bunny wrestle. I have never seen the Bunny wrestle before. I didn't even know that she wrestled. I mean, I did because I knew that she wrestled on Impact over there as like Allie. I think she was also like lots of weird things happen on Impact that I've been told about. But this is my first ever time seeing a Bunny match. So the Bunny is here. When Nyla and the Bunny come out, the Bunny is a part of she was the one that died. You were right. Not actually died. She's very alive. It's complicated. Bunny is the valet to the Butcher and the Blade, who are a part of Matt Hardy's I bought a bunch of tag teams and now these are all of my sons, I guess. I think they call him like Matt Hardy like Incorporated or something, and I'm like, that sounds stupid. I'm just gonna call them the Fake Funky Bunch because I miss Eddie Kingston and the Funky Bunch, and you took that away from me. So now we have the Fake Funky Bunch, the Fakey Bunch. That's their new name. They're the Fakey Bunch. God, stroke of brilliance on stream. God bless. Dog bless. Oh, the amount of times I quote Nakey Jakey. Take a shot. Don't, you'll die. We have the Fakey Bunch. They're out here. All right, Matt Hardy office, I think. Yeah, it's something like that. It's something silly like that. Tai and Hikaru come out and they're both like wearing kind of matching gear. It's really cute. They both have like their like judo like little outfits on. Very, very cute. Also, Dark Order is there because Dark Order is friends with Tai because Tai is friends with Anna. We miss Anna. Anna, please come back from injury. We miss you.
We do miss Anna.
We do miss Anna. The different Anna, but like yeah. But we're on the same page, me and you.
Day, but different Anna.
Rip Rob Day. Also, Rob is not actually dead. Hi, Rob.
Yeah, Rob's not actually dead. It's a meme about a Pathfinder game.
It's again, long story.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that one.
We have some stuff. Here we go. Dark Order is on the outside, so is the Fakey Bunch. Woo, woo, woo. The things just instantly devolve in this match. Like, everyone's beating up everybody inside of the ring. Like, all four people are beating each other up. They're just like, we're going to town. Let's go. And then at one point, Nyla and Hikaru, I think they are the ones who start the match when the bell officially rings. And, like, they tear into each other. And Nyla's like, I am going to pick up Hikaru and I'm going to throw her somewhere else. And then does, like, a couple of leg drops. And the leg drops look nice. We tag the Bunny in. So Bunny is here. I don't really remember much of what she did other than the ending, but we'll get there. Hikaru and Tay do some working together in the corner. I think Tai like has her legs up, like outstretched, and then like Hikaru pushes Bunny into the corner, and then like Bunny bounces off of Tai's feet, and it's like, wow, they're working together. Can they coexist? My least favorite thing in the whole world. Can they coexist? No, they can't. However, these two are doing very well because they're both good and sweet girls. Hooray! You know what? You are right, Mal. We got to see Colt arm on TV, and that's always a plus. This man has +1 biceps. It's insane. Thick like a cantaloupe, I tell you. Now they work each. Speaking of Colt, actually, he is the next bullet point, and I was like, is he wearing a white belt in the background? I guess he put on someone's white belt. I don't know. That was just, I don't know why I just saw that. Picture in picture. Ah! And then we come back, and Tay is whipping Ty is whipping ass as per usual because we love Ty. Ty is so good. Go Ty, go Ty, go Ty. There's a backbreaker as a big fuck you to Matt on the outside. She's like, I'm gonna backbreaker your client, the bunny, Mr. Matt, and I'm gonna look you in the eyes while I do it because I have a bigger dick than you, and it's true. And Matt gets all offended. And then Matt gets all offended by that. And then I think 5 of the Dark Order is just like, yeah, I'm done with this. And he just starts beating the shit out of Matt Hardy. And now there's a brawl on the outside of both of the stables, just like colliding headfirst and angry and fighting and screaming and kicking and all of the throwing. Hooray, as per usual. Ty is back in the ring now with Bunny, and she hits the Ty KO. And while that would get the pin, Nyla breaks it up. Nyla comes out of nowhere, and breaks pin. Very great. And then Sheeta does a move off of Ty's back, like she jumps off of Ty's back onto Nyla, and like I think she does like a running knee or something. I need more fucking water. We ain't even there yet.
We ain't even there yet.
This is the ultimate we will get there, because holy shit. A Bunny has a stick now. She went and got a Singapore cane, and now she's just like the ref is turned away, everything's gone to hell. Bunny is just twatting Ty with this Singapore cane over and over again, just for fun. And we're like, go off. Hooray, who cares? It's all on fire now. Oh, I just took
extended sounds of twatting Ty.
Just twats. With a, no, I'll save it. We'll save it. Yeah, Ty gets
very
pinned.
Poe voice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Ty depressingly gets pinned, and she takes, I believe, her first loss. Either first or second loss, despite being the #1 contender. And like, weirdly, like the rankings came out today, and I would just like to say 90% of the men's singles all have perfect records if they're in the top 5 or they're the champion. Every single tag team in the top 5, including the champions, have perfect records. And then with the women's, almost none of them have perfect records. What the fuck's that about? That's weird. Anyways, I just thought that was weird. Anyways.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
That's weird.
Very weird.
We said that the same time.
Ty gets pinned with Bunny's signature move, finishing move. Her finishing move called Down the Rabbit Hole. And my brother and I at the same time went, that's a cool finishing move name. So Down the Rabbit Hole is a cool name, but that gets the win. Hooray. Next up, we have Jurassic Express talking backstage. I don't know, at one point, I don't know why this is said, but I think...
Mel, this is absolutely vibrating waiting to get to the main event.
I really am. Basically, I don't know why Jungle Boy says this, but he goes, hey, mammals. No, it's not him. No, it's not Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus, because I think, oh yeah, Jungle Boy like calls Bear Country animals, and then Jurassic Express. Get on board, brain hole. Luchasaurus is like, hey, mammals. They're mammals. Don't insult them. And Jungle Boy's like, whatever. I come out to Baltimore and you don't. And then Jungle Boy, like his whole speech is just like, I don't like the way that you guys have been treating us. You keep throwing my brother all over the place, and no one throws my brother but me and my dad. This is our dinosaur father. Only we get to throw our tiny son around. Please stop throwing him, giant bear men. And then they're like, in honor of the new Godzilla movie, we're gonna have good old like dinosaurs versus like bears, because the bears are gonna like, I don't know, fill in for Kong, which is the monkey. And then Marco got a Kong tattoo, and then they're like all offended because they're like, I can't believe that like we, Team Dinosaur, you have like the Kong tattoo instead of like Godzilla. And Marco's like, I got it so I would remember the that they need an ass beating. And I'm like, this was like slightly confusing. I don't really know. It was only like a few minutes long, and just like I don't know. I like Jurassic Express. They were talking. They're having a match against Bear Country next week. That's really cool. Hooray. Ladies and gentlemen, she's, gays, theys, non-binary pals, people of the out there,
Alphabet Mafia.
people of the nighttime society. We have reached the main event, the namesake of tonight's episode, because
here we go.
We're talking about the art. Take a shot. I am so blessed that after an hour and a half, I fucked up the name of the match that I was so excited to talk about. We're talking about the Arcade Anarchy match. My first note is simply, oh dear fucking God. That's the first note. Like, the match ain't even started yet. Okay, so
you already know.
We get a look at the outside of the ring, and it's so funny. So like, you have the ring, right? You got the ring. Here we go, like ring.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of the ring, on this side, you have a bunch of arcade cabinets. I think there's like 8 arcade cabinets. They're all just sitting there, four in a row, back to back. And then you go to the other side of the ring on this side, and you have like, there's a claw machine, there's a whack-a-mole, there's a prize table with like a big fucking like wall that also has prizes on it. There's like a big arcade, like a big sign that says arcade somewhere. I'm really upset because I didn't get my wish of someone getting twatted over the head with a Wii balance board, batteries included. That didn't happen. Also, no one got hit with a GameCube. I'm also upset about that. No one got like punched in the face with like a Nintendo Power Glove. Can't believe it. Very upset about it, honestly. The setup was kind of, it was very cute. It was very silly. It reminded me of like an elementary school.
Where's my Wii U gamepad getting bonked?
Where is Kip Sabian getting hit in the face with a Wii U gamepad? Where is Chuck Taylor choking on a joystick? None of these things happened. Very upset about this information that I'm telling you. But
where's Orange Cassidy using it as a lasso?
Yeehaw says
Yeehaw,
man from, I think he's from like New York. I don't know. I don't really care. This is the first time on TV we hear Orange's new theme song, which is Where Is My Mind by the Pixies, also known as that song from Fight Club. I've never seen Fight Club. I had never heard this song until I had heard it on Elevation last week when they were like, hey, Orange has a new theme. And I was like, is it Jane? And they were like, Lamau, it's not Jane. And I was like, oh, fuck. At least I hope it's that song from Fast and the Furious 3 Tokyo Drift. Don't you know? DMC Takedown. You know the song. It wasn't that either. It was this song from Fight Club. And It was this song from Fight Club. And the first time I heard it, I'm gonna be really honest, I burst out laughing and I didn't like it. But there are so many people online who are blessed and love this song and are very happy for it to be his theme. And I'm like, I am so happy for you. Congratulations. I like the guitar melody. I just don't like the singing. Anyways, I don't think anyone really cares. Following Juice. Arctic770 now runs on Following Boy Juice. Welcome to the squad. Please slurp that Following Boy Juice, because you either hydrate or you dihydrate. Considering we're at the main event and who is in the main event, I hope you slurp on some freshly squeezed orange juice. Wow, that was lame. Jump off a bridge, Elizabeth. Don't do that. I don't condone violence. Please
No.
don't TOS me. Oh, take a shot every time I say don't TOS me. It's almost as if I'm that influence. That's crazy. Okay, anyways. Arcade Anarchy. Everything's crazy. Where is My Mind by the Pixies is playing. And the Dark Denim comes out. Okay, so here is some background for you. Back in the day, before we had the light wash denim, Orange would wear darker wash denim. And that was kind of like classic Orange, where he was very indie and very just obnoxious in every single way. And I love him so much. And God bless. The Dark Denim came back. And Dustin, Chuck had a matching one that he got to wear this time that didn't get immediately thrown off like it did at Revolution. Anyways, it happened. It was great. I loved it. They come out. Kip, Miro, and Penelope had come out before the commercial break, and then Hot Jim and Big Dust came out after the commercial break. And, you know, they're all there now. They ring the bell, and these motherfuckers instantly start kicking the absolute shit out of each other. They're like, I have been waiting for so long to, like, just beat. And this is what happens. So, there's comments I need to read. Kip tried to play Mortal Kombat during their entrance at one point. This did happen. That is true. I've never watched AEW or any type of wrestling before, but I'd like to start. Anything I should know if I start watching next Wednesday? Whenever this podcast ends, just actually, don't watch my podcast if you want actual information on what you should know for next week. Go watch someone else's. But just go into it blind. Who cares? You'll figure it out eventually. That's kind of how wrestling works. You'll be confused for like a few months, and then you'll be like, oh my god, I care for these people more than I care for myself. Am I okay? Probably not. Anyways, yeah, we get straight into the ass whipping, and like it's all already like breaking down on the outside. They've already rolled out of the ring, and I think like Chuck's dealing with Miro, and then like Orange is in full try-hard mode right now, and you can tell because he's actually moving, and he's already red as a tomato and sweating, because this man only knows one thing, and it's a word he is one thing. I am itchy. Cool. Great. Perfect timing. Instantly, I think Orange drags Kip over to the whack-a-mole machine and like slams his head on the machine and then picks up the fucking whack-a-mole mallet and starts beating Kip with it like over the head. And then I'm like, all right.
Whack-a-Kip.
Like, we was literally whack-a-Kip. And like, I knew the second that happened, oh, this is gonna be a goofy ass match. This match is gonna be silly and stupid, and that's my favorite kind of wrestling, is stupid wrestling. I like stupid and violent. Those are my favorites. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so silly. I'm so excited. And then he like takes Kip around the back of the whack-a-mole machine and shoves him through the front of it, like through like the, because it's like whack-a-mole and then like the picture that has like the name of it. He shoves Kip's face like through that front first, and then Kip's just dying on this whack-a-mole machine for like the next 3 minutes. As Miro kind of like stumbles over after like, I don't know, murdering Dustin. It happens a lot. He like big angry man's over, and he picks up Miro and wrong person. He picks up Orange and throws him like a sack of flour. He's like, I'm gonna have to ask you to be over here now. He's just throwing this little man everywhere. And then, like, he's throwing Orange like a child into posts and the floor and shit. And then Miro picks up the whack-a-mole thing and starts beating the shit out of Orange with it. Like, everyone's getting beat with this mallet for real. It's like everyone's getting hammered. And it's so funny. At one point, Miro goes and picks up like an actual barricade, like the big metal like fences that go around the like to keep the audience out. He goes and picks up one of those motherfuckers and is just like, guess I'ma go fishing. And he's just like, I'm gonna set this here and it's gonna be great. Also, here you go, Chuck. I'm going to physically throw you into it on your back. Have fun. Into the metal. Bye, Mel. Have a good night. Love you too. Yeah, we throw Chuck into a barricade. Not before. This is after I think both Orange and Chuck try to like double suplex Miro into it, but Miro too fucking strong. Miro is too good for this shit. He's like, no, and then like Orange gets pushed away, and then like Chuck goes into the barricade. Hooray. This is the part where before the stream my brother and I were joking around and Iz did hear part of it. The next comment is, you didn't pay for your tickets, sir. You didn't. Because Miro goes over to the prize wall, because there's a prize wall with a bunch of different weapons on it. And he goes and picks up the chair off of the prize wall, and I said out loud to myself, he didn't pay with tickets for that. As if it matters. I was like, he didn't pay the 15,000 tickets to get the he didn't play it. You gotta, where are your tokens? Where are your tickets? He picks up this chair and just starts, murdering Jim with it, as you do. At one point, Miro and Orange are back in the ring. Miro like shoves the chair in between the turnbuckles so that it's like kind of like stuck like this between like the things like this. And the first time he tries to like throw Orange face first into it, Orange actually stops himself and he's like, I ain't gonna let it happen. And then the dumbass lets it happen the second time because he's like, oh, face first into this. Bye-bye. No brain cells. Goodbye. We didn't need them anyways. We didn't have any when we decided to have this match.
Behind those eyes. Not a single thought.
Oh, you know what? That actually just reminded me of saying that these people have literally no brain cells. They obviously do. They're very smart people, great people, wonderful at their job. All the praise, all the praise. This was such a fun match. But that reminded me that there's actually an extra stipulation to this match that I completely forgot about until just now, which was if Orange and Chuck lose this match, then Chuck becomes Miro's permanent butler, like he permanently becomes Charles instead of like that 1 month stint a few months ago when he had to do that and his, he just wore a suit and looked like he wanted to cry. Now he gets to do that forever if he lost the match. But we'll get there. You'll know. Yeah, Jim goes into a chair. Cool. He's dying now. That's normal. Miro rolls out of the ring because he's like, I'm looking for blood. He pulls out his katana and he starts looking around for blood. And he finds blood. However, it is his own because Mr. Chuckathan Taylor, what? Comment?
This reminds me of Jimmy Neutron the movie when the parents are gone and the kids just go ape and they go to the theme park. Do you remember?
This is exactly that, actually. Oh, this is actually that. They're like, our parents aren't home. We're just gonna do this. Yep. That's pretty accurate.
That just came to mind.
The way in which I'm so mad that like Kip didn't like punch Orange in the face with like an Xbox controller and scream, Mom said it was my turn on the Xbox! Mom said it was my turn on the Xbox!
I'm playing Minecraft!
Get out of my room, I'm playing Minecraft! I think a few weeks ago when this match was first announced, I made the joke that during this match, whenever any of the people within the match say anything, they can only speak in Twitch lingo. To which I promptly wrote Kip saying like, "Oh, I just stomped you, man. Omega lol, that's poggers." And I like, immediately wanted to die. But could you imagine that? Just them being like, just saying Twitch emotes out loud and just, "Oh, y'all poggers."
That's kind of weird, champ, honestly.
That too. That would be there. That did not happen. But you know what? That cursed idea does live out in the ether. Chuck Taylor jumps off of an arcade machine onto Miro. Hello. That happened.
Paul C, you think you did tier 1?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I know you can do that.
What does that mean? Okay. Hey, K-Paul. Thanks for the spubby. You are now an honorary. No, you're not even honorary. You are an official cowboy. Yaha, please enjoy your time here and all of the emoticons that come with it. As soon as we get emoticons, we're working on it. And sit back, drink a sweet tea. We're talking about the main event. Happy you're here. Yep, that's my thing now. Okay, cool. Be annoying. Thank you. Thank you, K-Paul. You're subbed through August? That's insane. But welcome. Thank you for the spubby. Thank you for the subscrizzle. Dog bless. What was I talking about? Chuck jumps off of an arcade cabinet. Like, just, we don't know how he got up there. He probably just, like, stretched his long-ass legs up there, was just, like, up.
Stop
down,
putting him up there. One day he's just gonna say, come down and bust his head.
Exactly.
I know that meme way too well.
See, when I was thinking about it, I was thinking that Vine where they're like, get on the lamp! This family's a fucking nightmare!
That's it. Underground, killing bridge.
Yeah, exactly. All of the above. For someone who hates getting hurt, Chuck sure does a lot of dangerous shit. Yeah, very true. I think that's just him not having brain cells. Weehaw. Here we go. Oh, and by this point, there was a Kip. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say by this point, there was a kick to Kip. But I guess technically by this point, there was a Kip. There he is in his British glory. There is a Kip. And he gets kicked in his head like wild by Orange and just goes flying to die on the floor. There's lots of floor dying in this match, let me tell ya. Excuse me. And then Orange goes over to the prize wall and he grabs a trash can lid. Do all of these soldiers have a trash can lid? Are you Captain America? Your shield is the size of dinner plate, and he's an idiot. That's one of my favorite. Why am I talking about vines? Who cares? To be fair, he just kind of appeared. He did. He probably did that. He watches. Kip likes Harry Potter. He probably did some like Harry Potter shit and like showed up with like flu powder. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Who cares?
He also didn't pay for it. Correct.
He also didn't pay for it. Orange didn't pay for the tickets either. Sir, you're disrespecting the arcade. You were supposed to pay with tickets. That's not fair to the other patrons that you're just stealing things. He picks up that trash can lid and he just more twatting begins where he just hits Kip with it and then just starts hitting Miro over the head with this trash can lid.
Why is Orange hitting Kip over the head with you?
That's not funny. Although I probably would hurt. Because, human being as a battering ram would probably hurt. Nobody paid for shit. I know. They've disrespected the sanctity of the arcade. This match was shit. 0 stars. They didn't pay. They didn't have
They didn't pay
tokens.
for anything.
Bullshit. That reminds me of.
I
Shut
don't
up,
want to
no
use
one
my
cares.
head type beat.
There you go.
Yes, I do.
Oh no, I'm talking about. This is so off topic in like a video I was watching earlier. That's so dumb. Anyways, we just Chuck goes over to the prize wall and he picks up a kendo stick, and now him and Orange are just like double fisting Miro. That's not the right verbiage. He's just beating him up.
Damn, I know.
heavily.
I knew. Man, AEW.
There you go. Fist me, boys. That's funny. Oh, God bless Daniel Bryan. We've talked about that on this stream. I know that we have. One of my favorite things of all time. Anyways, okay. Next. After some of that, they're like, you know what? I'm kind of done with this Singapore cane and trash can lid hitting. We're going to go pick up that barricade that Miro threw Chuck into earlier, and we're going to throw it at Miro's face because we think it is funny. Like, they're both standing on either side of it and run at him. The only way I can describe this is if you've ever seen, the barricade move was pretty cool, but the only way I can describe this is in the stupidest way possible is if you have ever seen the movie, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, specifically the live action one, at the end where the two moms.
The Jim Carrey one?
Yes, the one with Jim Carrey. And like they're trying to catch the runaway giant sled with all the presents that's going down the street, and then the mom and then the hot lady have like a rope and they like stretch it out. They basically do that, but with the barricade, and then they run it into Miro's face. What a stupid way to explain that move. Who cares? I'm going wild. We aren't even. We're genuinely not halfway through this match yet. Like, this match was only like maybe 17 minutes long, but so much shit happened during it. Like the fan away, wall, goodbye. It was insane. Anyways, we hit Miro in the face with a barricade, and then we dump the prize table on top of him. We're just like, we're gonna throw the prize table on top of you, and we're gonna throw the whack-a-mole game on top of you as well. So now you have a barricade, a game, prizes, a table. The fucking kitchen sink is on this man. And he's just laying on the floor. And then Orange tries to pin him through the wreckage. And he gets to like 2, I think. And I think Kip breaks up the pin. And he starts like, bullying Orange as you do. And he throws Orange head first into the prize wall before picking him back up and then throwing him bodily into the prize wall, to which the prize wall rips in half and opens up, and Orange just like, vanishes through it like it's a magic trick. Very funny. And naturally that makes his boyfriend Chuck, I'm kidding, that makes Chuck very upset. So he grabs Kip and throws Kip into the ring before going over to the prize wall and picking up a stuffed bear off of the wall. And I'm like, that bear better be loaded with like a brick or some shit. Please. In fact, it was loaded with something better. Chuck, like a monster, just rips open this teddy bear and on the floor dumps a pile of Legos. And I'm like, oh, someone's getting thrown into that pile of Legos and that bitch is gonna hurt. It was loaded. I'm so mad at you.
Not wrong.
I'm mad at you, Daisy, in a way that I can't describe. Because not only are you correct, but you outperformed me, and I'm so disappointed in myself. That was a great pun. Thank you for doing that awful thing. Anyways, there are Legos now, and oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh, highlight my message. Why did you do that?
Because it needs to be said that Liz is the Orange Cassidy of the Midwest.
Oh, I have. Liz is the Orange Cassidy of the Midwest.
You don't have to say it. I already said it.
Yes, I do. It's my job.
Highlighted.
But also...
No, highlighted message means you see it better in chat.
The problem is that Orange is pretty and talented, and the only pretty and talented people from the Midwest are like Warhorse and Paul Rudd. We aren't working with very much. Any Hoosers. The bear has Legos in it, and Chuck tries to throw... I don't know what you're doing. You keep freezing. I'm just gonna keep talking. Chuck tries to throw Kip into the Legos, and that gets reversed to where Chuck goes back first into a pile of Legos, and I'm like, you're gonna feel that in the morning. Have fun with all of those Legos. Ow. And then I think Kip tries to pin Chuck at that point, and Orange breaks it up. Hooray. Oh, and then Orange hits the beach break, which is just a fancy name for the air raid crash. He hits the air raid crash, and Kip kicks out. And then, depressingly, Orange hits the orange punch, which I have so many problems with the orange punch, and just the Superman punch in general. It's a cool move, not really a finishing move. I'm not going to get into it right now, but he hits the orange punch, and normally that knocks people out for like the 1, 2, 3. The only problem is when Orange goes to pit, don't get demonetized, do. Take a shot, that's what I was thinking of. Instead of getting the 1, 2, 3, as he pins him, Penelope pulls the ref out of the ring, which is our favorite. Aubrey, am I okay? Yeah, her name's Aubrey. Why were you gonna say Audrey? You like Aubrey Edwards. It's great. How could you get her name wrong? I'm a fake fan. I don't even like wrestling. I should get kicked off of Twitter and exiled. Evil. Swirly. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. Watch that be the thing that catches on. Swirly. I miss my family. I miss them. I haven't seen them in so long.
I literally just saw your brother a couple hours ago.
That's fake brother. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Damn.
I'm so just kidding.
Stellan, if you're watching this, there you go.
So right about now is when shit starts to hit the fan. Like, things are kicking off, things are going crazy, because Penelope pulls Aubrey out of the ring so that she can't count the 1, 2, 3. Aubrey gets up in Penelope's face, and then, like, Orange is afraid that Penelope's gonna hit Aubrey, so he moves Aubrey out of the way. Penelope just hoofs Orange in the dick directly. R.I.P.
Legal.
And wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you? This was the reveal I didn't think was happening today. Like, there was one that I thought was gonna happen, and then this happened, and when I tell you, I screamed my little heart. Wouldn't you know it? Out of the claw machine, up from the little balls, is the long-awaited return of the galaxy's greatest alien, Chris Statlander. Chris is back. We've missed her. She's been out for what feels like almost a year now. I think with like a leg injury. She's finally back in action. Her hair looks beautiful. Her outfit is great. Alien queen goddess, yes. And she's like, I don't appreciate the fact that you're beating up my best friend ever of all time, Orange Cassidy. I would rather you not be alive instead of doing that. So she hops her ass out of that, or she like busts out of the arcade cabinet, like pushes the plexiglass down and like tackles Penelope and is like, we're not doing this. And Chris to the rescue to save Orange. Oh my god, my life. She bonked her with the glass. Yes. I think Chris takes Penelope up onto the ring apron and does a move that I don't know the second half of it, but the first half of it was UFO. It was UFO something, and she just like picks up Penelope, and both of them go flying through a like an air hockey table. It's a fake air hockey table, but it like breaks and collapses underneath them. And God bless, Chris Statlander is back. I'm genuinely so happy and excited that Chris is back. Like this is the best news I could have gotten. They're tied. They get to be tied for best news. We just go back to throwing. The only thing that they didn't break was real arcade cabinets. You know, you are right, which is weird. No one got thrown through an arcade cabinet. Very weird. We're back to throwing Orange Cassidy like he weighs nothing because Miro is like, I will pick up anything and everything and displace it. So we do that. Miro goes and gets that chair from earlier that he got off of the prize wall, and now he's just, you know, whacking Orange and Chuck repeatedly for funsies, as you do. And he's whacking them. He's hitting them. Like they're weaving through the arcade machines. They're now on this. So the ring is here. They're now on this side of the ring. On this side of the ring is where, yeah. And then like, if you go this way, like up a little bit towards the stage, and then you take a sharp right, there's like a driveway, like a big long driveway. Miro's getting the upper hand. He's beating up Orange and Chuck, and they're crawling up the driveway. Coming. And wouldn't you know it, in the distance, we spot a pair of headlights, and the headlights slowly approach, and wouldn't yo ass know it, a van rolls up. The same white van that we saw all those months ago. And my God bless, Sue is at the helm, and we're like, she's gonna save our boys. The back door opens, it slides, and out of his mother's van is one Trent Beretta, back from having a torn titty, and he's dressed in his all denim like Scott Hall gear, and I'm like, he did that for me specifically, because he knew that was my favorite. He comes out with his denim vest and he did that for Liz. And his hot boy jeans that are just way too tight, and I hope no one tells him they're the wrong size. He comes out and he's like, I'm here to get revenge on the man who tore me and my friends apart. Me and my big titties are gonna kill you. And Miro's like, I don't think so. My titties are bigger. And they go at it. And oh, I would like to read. Yes, Sue, yes, Mom in the kegs. Oh my God. Trent's back and in the denim. Like, this was just keyboard smashing at this point. Like, I couldn't write coherent thoughts for my thing. It's just so much hitting the screen because I was shaking real bad. It was horrible.
Yeah, I know.
And at this point, we get the local bad boys. The moment we've all been waiting for. All Chuck, Trent, and Orange all together. Like the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. All just like beating Miro like in a little circle. They're like, get down! They're just getting after him, beating him up. And eventually Miro starts to fight back because Miro is a strong ass motherfucker, and don't you ever forget that. He throws Orange off. He throws Chuck off. He throws Trent off. They're all off. He's too strong. Bulgarian, it's Rusev Day, whatever. He's like, I'm gonna get you. And at what point, I think he like throws Trent into a wall, and then he like walks up the driveway to Sue's van, and Sue is still parked there, and I'm like, Sue, how come you haven't driven away yet? Although I do have in my notes, in all capitals, hit him with the car. I really thought that they were going to run over Miro in this moment with Sue's van, and they did not. Instead, I think Miro climbs on top of Sue's van and starts like ripping at the windshield wipers and like screaming at her, and then up from behind, that's my goddamn mom! That's my mom! That's my goddamn mom! Here comes Trent. He's like, stay away from her. That's my mommy. Don't touch her. She's nice. She baked me cookies. Don't touch her. That's my mom. And he like picks up, I don't think he picks him up, but he like, you know, starts beating on Miro. They're beating each other. That's my goddamn mom. Oh no, it's at this point. Miro throws Trent into a barricade. My bad. With a different barricade. There's different kinds of I wish I could explain. I really can't. Throw him into a wall, and then he like picks Trent back up and like moves him elsewhere. Like he's like stumbling and like trying to get away. Miro picks up a whole ass arcade cabinet, like a full arcade cabinet, like hoofs it in the air and throws it at Trent. Like a whole arcade cabinet. He throws it at him. It's not this one you could tell was a fake arcade cabinet because it was a lot smaller than the other ones and it didn't have a screen. But like he still threw a whole arcade cabinet at this man, and Trent was able to get out of the way. But I was like, if that hit him, he would not be alive or with us. He would be gone. He would be dead and deceased and no longer with us and having passed on. Excuse me.
I had a comment that I'm not going to make.
What is your comment? I want to hear it.
So, like, Trent Beretta? Or Becetta? Sorry, Becetta.
No. Wrong answer. That is for only us. You will not understand that. Sorry, internet. You don't get it now. That's my mom. That's my goddamn mom. I don't know why I keep quoting that very specific segment from a very specific BTE where Trent screams that about his mom, but it's just the way in which he articulates, that's my goddamn mom! And he's like, it's so stupid. Just let me move on.
I love it. I love it for you.
Let me move on. He throws an arcade cabinet, and then, up on the stage, we see that Chuck and Kip are up on the stage, and Chuck power slams Kip through the stage, like through a separate part of the stage, and they just disappear into the blackness. And I think just before that, Trent spears Miro through a table, and like that kind of knocks out the big beast, and then like Chuck does his thing and like, you know, attempts to murder this British man, and it actually works. Like he pins Chuck pins Kip for the 3 count, and the match is over. That is the arcade anarchy match, and all of the boys have won. They have finally been avenged after goddamn probably like this. I'm so goddamn glad the best thing probably about this whole match is that the feud is over, because they have been feuding with each other, best friends, and then Miro and Kip have been feuding since before Full Gear. Full Gear was in November of last year. Tomorrow is April.
Jeez.
It's been that long.
Today is April.
Today is April, technically. That's right. I need to hurry up for you. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's wild, completely bonkerbillies. Orange, Trent, and Chuck all get into the ring, and finally, for the first time in what feels like months, like it was like if blessings from Lord and Savior. The first person I thought of to be the Lord and Savior is Dolly Parton. Okay, Dolly Parton. We get
absolutely correct.
We get, you got to give the people what they want. And the 3 of them hug in the middle of the ring. And then Chris comes up there and she's like, hey guys. And Chuck is like, come here. And Orange is like, come here. and they all four of them hug, and it's genuinely so sweet and like the best ending I could have asked for to like a show. Like, and like in the background it's playing Where Is My Mind by the Pixies, because like, you know, they won, so like they play Orange's theme, even though Chuck was the one who pinned them, so they should have played the Best Friends theme, but whatever. The Pixies is playing, and it's like real sweet and cool, and it's like a coming of age movie that's just so great. And all four of them are hugging in the ring, and then the camera switches to Sue sitting in her van, just giving a big old thumbs up to her son, and then Chuck gets on the turnbuckle and wrong one, fucking Trent gets on the turnbuckle and like gives a thumbs up to his mom because that's his goddamn mom. And like they're all thumbs upping and smiling and so happy to be like together again. The true friendship. Just really, they gave the people what they want. And this Chuck disappeared. We don't know where he went. I don't know. Maybe Kip did his fucking Harry Potter magic on him. We don't really know. Skadoosh. And that is a complete recap of tonight, of the March 31st edition of AEW Dynamite. Now
I have to read.
I have. You go for that. I will give my opinions. I give my final opinions. I guess the most important part is what I thought about the Arcade Anarchy match. It was fun. It was some stupid, idiotic, bullshit fun, and I love fun because fun keeps my attention and fun doesn't bore me. And it doesn't matter how like stupid and corny it was. You signed up to watch a match called Arcade Anarchy. Obviously, it was going to be like cheesy and silly as hell, and it was, and it delivered in that sense. Is it my favorite match I've ever seen in the world? Not really. I mean, it was definitely very inventive, and like, I've never seen a match like it before, and I don't imagine I ever will see a match like this ever again. It was also very cool that you could recognize some of the arcade cabinets that were sitting around, like they had like Mortal Kombat sitting around and stuff. Very cool. I don't think there was a Battletoads one there, and that's disappointing for me, but because I think, haha, Battletoads hard. Sorry, my jaw hurts. I've been talking for 2 hours straight, jaw jacking. Just He Who, Mortal Kombat, Mario Bros, and Killer Instinct. Oh, there was a Killer Instinct one? Cool. I didn't see that. I love that. That's great, actually. Ow. It's definitely not the best AEW Dynamite main event I've ever seen, but it's definitely the uniquest one. I can tell you that for free. It's definitely something. Never be forgotten. For good or for better or for worse. Actually, no, it probably will be forgotten because everything gets forgotten. You know, that's just how time works. Anyways, as for like the overall show, it was pretty good. It was very good. I think that having
the moral of this show was that Liz won. They did this for Liz.
Liz and all of Liz's friends on Discord and Tumblr and Twitter who like wrestling, all of us won today. Every single one of us. Our community, the best friends, and I'm sure the Omega Nation popped off today, and the fucking Hangman was not there. R.I.P. He's not dead. It was a pretty good episode. I liked the I was surprised at how much I liked the melodrama of the Cody Rhodes and Appleboy match. It was just so funny to me. I was like, wow, here we go. This is actually kicking off. Chris looked incredible. Yes, Chris Statlander. I cannot wait for her to have in-ring action. I can't wait for her to just like shoot up the like ratings in like the what's it called? Rankings, not ratings. Yeah. I'm so happy that she's back. And it's like she finally came home from the war. And that's a blessing, truly.
I feel that.
All to help out her friends. How sweet. And you know, this is a good time. This is fun Dynamite. Definitely more fun than several previous than the last Dynamite. And then, you know, the Dynamite before this one was like the best match ever of this year. Hard to compete with that. Yeah, this is a good time. This is a good time. GG to everyone involved. Good time. Liked episode. Weehaw. It's time for a quiz.
It is.
Can you tell me what the opening match was?
Christian, and Frank.
Yeah, you're right. It was Christian Cage and Frankie Kazarian. Good job. Do you know who won that match?
I did not write their full names.
Oh, it's okay. Do you know who won it?
Christian.
Yes. I honestly I genuinely wonder what your notes look like, because if your notes look anything like Cody's, oh my god.
You can't read them. They're all in light blue colored pencil. Because that's the closest pencil I had for a cosplay I did yesterday.
Hey, bless. That's awesome.
This is my desk, and I don't have any pens. I just have eyeliner and colored pencil. And I wasn't writing with highlighter.
Sometimes you need an eyeliner, man. I'm sure you could write with it. Probably won't be great, but you could. Why does my sternum feel weird? I'm always anxious about my sternum and how it feels. I'm very sorry. Oh, what is Jon Moxley's finishing move called?
I wrote down the finishing moves when you said them. Mox is there. Was this during Old Man Assault? Because I have that written down.
Well, there were two different Old Man Assaults. Which one are we talking about?
Fully. Gets face. No, helps. I have Pepsi. I have Beppis face pinnacle.
That was a different segment. That was when Max got thrown into the Pepsi machine. That is not John's finishing move.
Was it before or after that?
It was before that.
Shit. Okay. Nope, not Red Velvet. Nope. Don't.
It was after
Stairs
Red Velvet.
and Pile Driver?
No, that was what they murdered
Eddie
Dustin Rhodes with.
Jon Moxley, Eddie, I have Wrench, I have written.
I don't know.
Leg crane.
He did do a single leg crab at one point, but
I have 4 a.m. Mox. I can never read my handwriting normally.
Mox did do forearms during that match.
Forearm, that's what it is. Mox, Team Taz, no. Mox FM, Mox finishing move. Pumpkin?
Pumpkin? You know, I'll give you points.
I cannot
you
read
tried to write it down. It's Paradigm Shift.
There. Yeah, now I can read it.
It's the Paradigm Shift. Yeah, I figured you had it written down, so that's good.
Now I can read it.
All right, I'm just going to do like a couple of quick more, and then we're going to head off to bed because you have a job. And I have Nothing. What was MJF's
You have to
gift to
think
the
about it.
Pinnacle? I am also intrigued by this pumpkin move, K-Paul.
Pinnacle. I have Pinnacle.
What was his
I don't know.
What was his gift?
To the Pinnacle. Was it the locker room?
Technically, yeah. Although that was his gift last week.
I have nerd written down.
That is the answer.
MJR.
Nerd is the answer. Because that's how I explained it. MJF got the Pinnacle a personal stylist and an interior decorator, and really it was just this nerd standing there in a suit. Yo, who got a swirly?
Makeover. That's what that says. Who got a swirly?
Swirly.
That was early on. It was someone. One of the people. It wasn't one of the people standing in there doing the Halo theme, but
It wasn't one of the people standing in there doing the Halo theme. You are correct. That is the correct answer. Technically.
It's not the clock in the face. But no. It's not any. Is it Team? It's not Team Taz.
Team Taz was in a different segment. We were just talking about him.
Chuck Taylor. No.
Honestly, I wish that nerd would fucking get a swirly. Someone give Chuck Taylor a swirly for me, thank you. I think that'd be funny. The answer was MJF.
Sorry.
It's okay. That one was kind of a silly question. I don't care about this match, so I'm not gonna ask anything about that.
Who got a swirly? Your brother.
Ooh, what is the bunny's finishing move called?
Down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly. That was so quick. I'm so proud of you. What was the first arcade game that got broken in the arcade anarchy match? It was whack-a-mole. Yeah, good job.
I remember.
Oh, what did the bear have in it?
Legos.
I am so impressed. You're like, I was paying attention then. I know these ones.
I know these things sometimes. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow dead and know nothing about my job.
I'm so sorry that this is all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Who came to save the... What?
Trent in his mom's van.
I wasn't done with the question yet. Who came to save Orange when Penelope kicked him? Who beat up Penelope?
Trent Beretta.
No. He was busy. Yeah, that's still not the right answer.
Oh, what's her name? I wrote it down. Oh God, if I could read my writing, it would be over. It's that alien.
It is. You are correct. It's that alien chick. But what is her name?
I knew it. I wrote it down.
It starts with a K.
Chris.
There you go, Chris Statlander. I will not be asking any more questions at this time because I feel like all of I don't. This is kind of a specific question, but you might get it probably. I don't think I mentioned that this specific person says this every time that this happens, but what is the line that Excalibur says every time best friends hug in the ring?
Whenever I think of best friends, I think of the simp meme of you. I think of the knife. I just think Donkey Kong Jr. So
Helpful. Very good. Good things to think about. The answer is
just,
what?
I'm just doing the meme.
The answer is you've got to give the people what they want.
God damn it! You said that, but with no context.
This is true. Speaking of giving the people what they want, that was another episode of Recap, probably more bombastic than any of the other episodes. Dog bless. That was awful. I'm so sorry if you ever had to see that ever in your life, ever of all time. Wild. Hats off to you. Thank you all for coming to this excellent live stream. Technically first ever affiliate live stream. Anyone who gifted a sub or bought a sub or like if you did anything at all, from chatting to lurking to subbing to following, sitting and doing absolutely nothing, God bless you. And I don't even religion. You are wonderful and fantastic, and you make my little heart sing and pitter patter. More Nakey Jakey references, because I think I've said this like 8 or 9 times now. That this is a reference from Nakey Jakey. Dog bless. But yes, thank you so much for joining. If you liked it, oh wait, if you liked this video, like this video. What are you doing? Except you can't because we're on Twitch. But if you liked this video, like this video. If you liked this video, follow. If you didn't like this video, unfollow. Honestly, fair enough. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Leave a like rating as well. Didn't miss. Tell the people where they can find you.
Well is right on Twitter, Starlight Right Cause on TikTok and Insta. And generally being a menace around Liz. Starlight Writing also on Twitch.
My true menace.
I've heard that.
Love them to pieces.
I truly am a nemesis.
Amazing, though. You can find me here on this Twitch channel at twitch.tv/LizWasStreaming on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, except sometimes I don't stream because if you've watched enough of my streams, I think you know why. Sorry that there was not a stream on Tuesday. Maybe one day we'll play Undertale again. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll actually get back to playing Paper Mario. Who knows? Probably never. That's just me. Sorry. Attention span issues. Also, sorry there wasn't a recap last Friday. I fell asleep and literally did not watch the show. I didn't want to be awake. I wanted the next day to come. You can find me right here on those days where I either Liz plays or recap. Wow! You can also find me at twitter.com what the fuck is my at? It's at
_is_Liz.
Yeah, is a Liz. IZLLIZ is the letters. Ugh. And if you want to hear me yell about wrestling,
it's below this stream.
Yes, it is. Thank you. And if you want to hear me yell about wrestling, you can follow my side account at Liz Served Fresh. Don't do that. I don't suggest it. It's awful. Don't do that. Don't forget to be kind to one another. Drink water. Educate. Education is important. Wear your mask.
Take your meds.
Take your medication. Drink water. Eat the recommended amount of food daily. If you have the ability to get the vaccine, please do it. It's very important. Normally this is a lot more sweet and heartfelt, but I'm so tired, and all of my energy disappeared 3 hours ago when I screamed it is for maybe like 7 minutes, to where I was like physically shaking and could not type on my keyboard. They will tell you that that is the correct answer. That is what I did. I would say that I am not ashamed, but I will probably be ashamed in like 3 hours when I'm staring at my ceiling thinking about how much of a loser McMoron I am.
They're not.
You can watch this stream again if you ever feel like it, or don't. Don't do that. Don't ever do that.
Do it. I'm gonna do it.
What the fuck do I say on my streams? You know, I don't do that on these. Never mind.
Welcome back to another Prime Alien stream.
Welcome back to another episode of Prime Alien. I'm Prime. Science with Prime. I'm Prime.
Love you, Rob. Rip Rob Day.
This Friday, I don't know who our guest will be. It might be Iz, maybe not. Iz has work. Cody could come back. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a secret
I don't
person.
have work on. It might be a secret person. I don't have work on Friday, but it might be a secret person.
Who knows? We'll get
I know
there.
who it might be. When we get there.
There you go. We'll get there when we get there. Thank you all so much. I said this like a million times. You know where to find us. You know what time. Not what time, but you know, like, essentially, like, when we'll be back and when you can see us again. But we'll see you when we see you. Oh, we'll fucking bid you all adieu. Good night. Goodbye. And good night, bang. I can't believe I almost forgot that, stupid moron.
I'm clipping that.
Thanks. That makes me feel great.
Love you.
Love you too. Oh, that is actually how my stream ends. K, love you. Bye.